All right, so I hope everybody had a nice day in Barbados. And today we're going to be talking about Amazon. Now, before we start talking about Amazon, why is Amazon called Amazon? Do any of you know? What? No, it's actually very interesting why they call Amazon. What do you do? No, it's not about the Amazon jungle. If you ever look at the logo.
Amazing.
No, if you ever look at the logo, you see that logo right there?
A to Z.
Everything from A to Z. That's why Amazon is called Amazon, because their goal is to have everything from A to Z. That's their actual mission statement. Now today I want to show you 3 things that you might have not known about Amazon. The first thing is I'm going to show you some stuff about their app. Then I'm going to show you an app that Amazon doesn't want you to have that shows you when to get things at a cheaper price on Amazon. And then I'm going to introduce you to my girlfriend, Shmamexa. That's not her name, but we don't say her real name until we're ready for her. So right now we're going to call her Shmamexa, because she won't listen when I say Shmamexa. I can say Alexa and she won't do it, so that's her name. But I want to get started with an app. Now this app will work on iPhones and Androids, and this app was actually not originally designed for iPhones and Androids. How many of you know that Amazon actually made their own cell phone? No. Amazon made their own cell phone. They made about 100,000 of them. They sold at full retail about 10 of them. And then they gave the rest away, pretty much, because I had at one point 10 Amazon phones. And do you know how they gave them away? This was the genius to how they got rid of all their Amazon phones. The genius to how they get rid of all their Amazon phones is that they gave away a free year of Prime with the phone. And the phone cost $100. And a year of Prime was $100. So I bought 10 phones, activated the 10 years of Prime myself, and sold the phones to crew members for $20. Wow. I made money on the deal. Factor that. They weren't the greatest phones in the world, but they had one really cool thing that no one else's phone in this room has, I can almost guarantee. Does your phone have a dedicated camera button?
No.
What do I mean by that? A dedicated physical button that you press on the phone and it pops up the camera. No. This was the first phone that had a dedicated camera button, and the name of what the feature was, it was called Firefly. Now, we've probably all used barcode scanners before. Take a barcode, you scan it. Firefly, in its essence, was a barcode scanner. And they've actually built Firefly, they built that technology that was in the phone directly into the Amazon app. Now this will work on iPhones and iPads and Androids and all of those like this. You see we have a tiny little camera. Do you see that tiny little camera that shows up right there next to the search box? This is for all mobile devices. When I click here, you actually get the Fireflies. You see those little blue dots that are going around? Those are the Fireflies. And when you put something in view of the Fireflies will tell you what that product is. So before I came out to the ship, I went to Walmart and I was looking for a Brita pitcher. We all know what Brita pitchers are, right? So I was looking for a Brita pitcher, and it was $18 at Walmart. Brita, it's the thing you put the water in and it makes the water better. You got it. We're all good. We're all in the same boat. It was $18 to buy the Brita pitcher at Walmart, at Wally World. Now, it's nothing fancy. It's a Brita pitcher. It's what I filter my rum with that goes in this bottle. Quadruple distilled. But here's the thing. I picked the Brita pitcher off the shelf in Walmart. I opened up this little app. And I scanned. This is not a Brita pitcher. These are shout wipes. I don't usually need these. You see this box is full because all of my clothing is fully black. And it's really hard to stain black things. But I have this just in case. And I took the barcode. You've got those with you. I fortunately haven't had to use them. And I scan it. Now I can tell you that these cost about $8 in Target, because I bought them in Target the day before I went. I didn't have time to wait for Amazon, but you'll see on Amazon they're only $5.99. Now my Brita pitcher that was $18 in Walmart was $15 on Amazon. Plus, since I have the Amazon Prime, since I'm an Amazon Prime member, I get it in 2 days with free shipping. Plus, I get 5% off because I have the Amazon Prime store card. So it was delivered to my door. I didn't have to carry it home for less than it actually cost. So I can go in and I can scan any product like this. Now, another thing I could do is, what if the product doesn't have a barcode? Take, for example, this Purell container which I conveniently last week scribbled the barcode off of. I obviously can't scan this. What's the fire? Well, probably I still can, to be honest with you, but we're not going to scan it. Imagine if you could just take your camera, point it at something, and it would know what it was. Now, that was the goal of the Fireflies. We're going to see if this works.
We had Lindsay yesterday.
You don't have to push anything either.
Nope, you don't have to push anything. I'm going to give it a second. I have to hold something still. Yep, this is using it. This is inside of the Amazon app. Come on, do this for me. Don't shame me. There we go. We're going to find a match. That's like my online dating profile. It says, we weren't able to find a match. Okay, here we go. And it's actually found it. It's found Purell. And it's going to look through, and it should, if we give it a couple seconds, it should actually figure out exactly what it is. So I can actually scan a product, and it will figure out, it's being weird with me. It'll figure out what it is. I can try my little camera right there. I don't know if that would work. But it's using those fireflies. You see how the fireflies are circling the device? It's using the fireflies to actually figure out what you're taking a picture of. Let's try that Purell one more time. It did work for me.
Yeah, it worked last time.
But it's very rare. Okay, here we go. There we go. Boom. Did I scan a barcode? No. I didn't scan a barcode. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm slow. You have to have an Amazon app.
So it's a free app you can get right in the App Store. It's called Amazon.
Can you put it on your iPad?
Yeah, iPads, iPhones, Androids, any type of mobile phone.
Scan with that and then send it.
And you scan it, it'll show you the results right in Amazon.
Thank you.
Here's the other cool thing you can do with this. Now, me and my mom and my sister and my dad and my other sister share one Amazon account. Since we share one Amazon account, we get at least 2 Amazon packages every day.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they all have my name on it because they're not smart enough to go in and change the name. So what you can do with this is you can scan the barcode.
Because they're using your credit card.
No. Well, you can scan the barcode on a package, and you can actually X-ray the Amazon package and see what's inside of it. As a note, this only works on Amazon packages that are bought on your account. You can't go to your neighbor, take their Amazon package, see if there's anything good. Here's the thing that I want you to be aware of, and this is what this app is going to teach you. Does Amazon always have the best price on everything? No. Doesn't always have the best price on everything. But this is going to give you a lot more visibility to pricing. So here's a weird thing. Does somebody have something in their purse or somewhere on their person that I can scan? That might be sold on Amazon. What's she got? What's she got?
I have something.
She has Diet Coke. Okay. The full can? Okay. What's he got? Oh, he's got an Apple Watch.
The band.
We can try. It's being stupid with me just because I want to show something. You know how technology is.
Richard,
Yes?
can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
How do you know when your phone is being stupid with you or you're doing something?
I always assume that it's being stupid with me. I wasn't able to find a match right there. I know more than my phone normally does, but we'll just try, let's try for a second. Let's try this keyboard. So I can just go ahead and I got the fireflies and they're going around and they're figuring out what that product is. And it will set it up to Emma. I can't hold the phone still very long. There, computer, keyboard. It's using computer, keyboard, wireless, white. I didn't tell it anything, but I should have.
Not the right one.
I'm saying, but the idea is I can just take a visual picture and I can see what it is via that and buy it right from the app. Now, before you ask, because I see a couple of you that sound like you're Canadian or look English, you're from the UK. These do work in the English Amazon store. These do work in the UK Amazon store. They work in the Canadian Amazon store. This app is very, very cool. So you can go in, and again, you just go and you search with the camera. Now, one of my favorite places to use this is in the Amazon showroom that's near a lot of you. You probably don't know you have an Amazon showroom. What you do is you go there, you find products, and then you buy them for less on Amazon. It's a big blue store. It's called Best Buy. But here's one of the best secrets I can tell you. My favorite thing to do is to go into Best Buy, use the Amazon app, get the price and make them price match it at the register, because they do that now.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Yes.
So Best Buy will price match Amazon. Target will price match Amazon. Walmart will price match Amazon.
Staples will do it even and give you, I think,
And they'll give you
10%.
10%. Here's the thing you gotta understand. Amazon has no overhead, so they're generally gonna be cheaper than a lot of these providers, except on certain things, because some manufacturers give volume discounts. If Best Buy, one of the things that, I'll give you an example. One of the things that everybody always asks me is they go, hey Rich, why don't you sell hard drives on board the ship? External hard drives, because crew members want to buy external hard drives and everything like that. For me to sell a 1 terabyte hard drive, I would have to sell that 1 terabyte hard drive for $200. Costco sells that 1 terabyte hard drive for $70 because they pre-buy 1 million of them. So I have 9 ships. I can't pre-buy 1 million hard drives. So Amazon buys in such volume that generally it's cheaper. Sometimes it's not, but you use this app, the Amazon app, to go ahead and compare. But here's the thing. The idea of this app is for the here and now. I picked this product off the shelf. I want to know what it costs right now. Done. Zap. What's found? Black laptop, computer, Apple, silver. Okay. When I'm just pointing it around, it does random things. Who knows what it's going to pick up? But what I can do is this gives me the price right now. But what if I told you there was an app that Amazon doesn't want you to know about that tells you the price of Amazon products over time? This is very, very cool. It's not an app. It's more a website than anything else. I want you to write down the name while I get this ready. It is called Camel, Camel, Camel. Camel, Camel, Camel.
With a C?
With a C, the thing with all the humps.
The animal.
The animal.
No space?
No space, one word. My computer has said no, no, no. Because I said the word no too many times, so, oh wait, no, here we go. I think it wants my password now. But Camel, 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 it is a website, but it is also a browser extension for Google Chrome. The right answer I always get. The question is, what web browser should I use on my computer? And the right answer is Google Chrome. If you don't want to use Google Chrome, you can use Google Chrome. And if you really don't want to use Google Chrome, you can use Safari when you're on battery, because Chrome eats battery. If you're on a laptop and you use Chrome, it eats battery.
Like my iPad Pro.
Yeah, your iPads, but, so I'm talking about on computers. On the iPad, you just go to the website.
Question,
Yep.
about that Amazon app, how is that different? How can you tell it's a different app than the regular Amazon?
It is just the regular Amazon app. That's all it is. It's the regular Amazon app, and it has a little search button up there in the corner. It's not a different app. But I want to talk to you about Camel, Camel, Camel.
Okay.
Now, Camel, Camel, Camel is a website, and how do we find it? We just Google it. We just type in Camel, 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 Camel. And why it's called Camel, Camel, Camel is because prices change on Amazon up and down all the time, and they look like a camel's hump. So that's why it's called Camel, Camel, Camel.
They do change.
It is camelcamelcamel.com.
They change in the same day.
I'm going to blow your mind. They change with every single purchase.
That's right.
Because if you deplete one seller, it goes to the next seller on the list that might have a slightly different price. So we've got Camel, Camel, Camel right here. Now this is a website. I'm going to show you the hard way to do it first. Because the hard way will work across all devices. It'll work across iPhones and iPads. The easy way only works on computers. So give me something we might want to buy on Amazon.
Drone.
A drone. I like that idea. Drone. Did you know that drones are illegal in Barbados? I found that out today.
How did you find
That's before you got
that?
arrested.
No, what was the story? Someone tried to buy Simon Cowell, who was in Barbados, tried to give him a drone as a Christmas present. And it was confiscated by customs because drones are illegal in Barbados. Because Barbados has not figured out drone laws yet. I only found this out on my
Neither
tour
does
today.
anybody else.
Neither has anybody else, but Barbados has stopped all importing of drones until they figure out the laws.
Good for them.
So, I got this drone right here. It's the Drone Master, whatever this is. So, when we go to any website, when we go to any Amazon page, we always have the link up on the top. You know, the link, if we wanted to send it to someone, we would take it, we would copy it. So we're going to copy it, and then we're just going to paste it into Camel, Camel, Camel. There's a big search box on Camel, Camel, Camel. See, enter Amazon URL.
Yeah.
I click right here. And you can just go, you can copy it from one website to the other on your device. And we're going to now see the price history of this drone. I hope it's changed price over time. It's very likely it has because it's very high up in the rankings. Here we go. And I'm going to scroll down. We don't have enough data. Okay, so this is a new product. Thanks for that one. Let's go with something really simple. If you go with the new product, let's go with She Who Shall Not Be Named for another 5 or 6 minutes. Alexa. And this is the Amazon Echo. So I've got an Amazon Echo, and I've got this product right here. And what I can do is I can copy and paste the website from here. So I'm just copying it from the Amazon page into Camel. And I know this has a price history. So I paste it in here. And what it's going to do is it's going to show me the camel humps of that product. So it's going to show me the low. So here we go. So it's a little weirder than a camel hump.
Yeah.
So I can see right now the product cost $179. The lowest price it ever cost was on December 11, 2016, which was, I think, Prime Day. They did it, where they sold it for $139 on Prime Day. And you can actually see the humps over time. One of the amusing things that we looked at a few cruises ago is we looked at toothpaste. And we saw that the same tube of toothpaste ranged in a year from $2.15 up to $7 within a year. So what you use this app is you use this app to know whether or not you're buying on the high end of the pricing spectrum. So when you're using the Amazon app to search, it's just telling you the current price of it on Amazon. This is information that Amazon doesn't want you having access to. But my mentality is knowledge is power. Now here's the thing. It's really difficult to copy the URL from there and put it into there. It's tedious. So if you use Google Chrome on a computer, on a phone, your only option is you copy and paste it. If you use Google Chrome on a computer, here's where things go get very interesting. If you go to Camel's website, it has a plugin called the Camelizer. It's on the front page of Camel's website. And in Google Chrome, up in the upper right-hand corner, it shows a little camel. And if you go to any Amazon page and you hit that little camel in the corner, it's going to pop up a little box that's going to show you all of the information on that product right there on the screen. So I can click on the Camelizer, and I get that same information right there. It will also show me, if I want to see, other products on this page. So what's another product I have on this page? I have the, you can copy Amazon Fire TV. I'm looking for something, Echo Dot 2nd generation. And it's just downloading the product data. So you can always do this by copying and pasting the URL. I'll see the highest price was $49.99 and the lowest price was $39.99. And I can also see if there are used ones. We actually found used toothpaste 2 weeks ago. It was real cheap. It was like $1.50 for used toothpaste. They said they didn't like the flavor. But that's the concept there, yeah.
But that's the history.
Yes.
You don't know that on that date.
Okay, so here's the answer.
Okay,
Nobody can predict the future.
right,
You can only look back at the past.
correct.
So what you look at is you look if you're in the upper end or the lower end of the range. Now we're looking at Amazon products, which generally they're made by Amazon. They don't have much flexibility inside of what's going on. But we have the upper end and we have the lower end of the product range. Does that make sense to us all? That's the concept there. So it's called Camel. It's a free website along with a free app. I think the question comes to, I want to answer this question, okay. If Camel exists, and they're doing this, why doesn't Amazon shut them down? First of all, because Amazon doesn't want people knowing the pricing over time. It's difficult to shut them down. Every time they've tried, they've resurfaced from the dead, because here's what's interesting. If someone has a product for cheaper than Amazon, they can pay to have their product listing shown on there. So let's say you wanted to buy a foot bath. Let's say Celebrity Cruises sold foot baths. And Celebrity Cruises sold foot baths on their website, and they sold foot baths on Amazon. They have to pay Amazon 20% of the price they sell the foot bath for, but if you buy it right from Celebrity, let's say, they only pay Camel 5% to advertise it on Camel. Does that make sense? That's how this company stays alive, is Amazon products aren't going to have a lower price than on Amazon, but you can go ahead and you can see what's going on there. That is called Camel, Camel, Camel. So we're talking about the Amazon app and Camel, Camel, Camel. Now it's time to talk about my girlfriend. Her name is Alexa. Now this is a specific incarnation. Do any of you have an Amazon Echo?
No.
It was the hottest holiday gift of the year. Camel says they went down to $39.99 was the cheapest one they had. Now there are 3 different types. There's the one you have to keep plugged into an electrical outlet all the time, which I have at home because you know on the ship you have so many electrical outlets in your cabin you don't know what to do with them, right? So there was one that you had to do that. They made one called the Echo Dot, which was the cheaper, lower end one. And the one I have the Echo Dot on board, but the one I happened to bring up upstairs with me tonight was something called the Echo Tap. And the tap doesn't make much sense anymore because since last cruise, they enabled the tap is able to actually wake with the wake word now. The old concept behind the tap is you had to tap it. So I had to say, what time is it in Miami?
The time in Miami, Florida is 7:22 p.m.
Second. That's Miami. We're not in Miami. I could say, what time is it in Barbados?
The time in Barbados is 8:22 p.m.
That's better. But the thing is, I had to physically tap it, and that's why it was called the tap. And what they did, this is going to make no sense, is as of last week, now you don't have to tap the tap anymore. They pushed a software update to the tap that makes it wireless, so I can just say, let me think of what, I wonder what she's going to say here. I'm going to be completely honest because I don't know. Alexa, who won the Best Picture Oscar last night?
Sorry, I don't have the answer to that question.
Do you know who made the Best Picture Oscar? Nobody had the answer to that question. Alexa, who won the Best Picture Oscar in 2015?
In 2015, Alejandro González Iñárritu, John Lesher, and James W. Scott Staple won Academy Awards for Best Picture.
So here's a cool thing. This is a little bonus tip that I bet you didn't know. Do you know who Amazon owns? You know what company Amazon owns that you've probably used a lot? IMDb. The Internet Movie Database is owned by Amazon. Audible is owned by Amazon. So the Echo can tap in to all of those different things. So I can ask you a bunch of different questions. I can say, what year did the original Ghostbusters movie come out?
Sorry, I can't find...
Okay, just being weird. I was trying something a little bit different. But I can go in, and what it is the Amazon Echo doesn't work with apps. There's no screen. You see a screen? This screen is imaginary. I'm going to turn it off because we don't need it. This screen's imaginary. It doesn't work with apps. It works with something called skills. And they just crossed 10,000 skills. Now, skills go from useful to useless. Such as one of my favorites. Gotta make sure the volume's all the way up. Alexa, ask for a fart. Tell me a joke. Let's see if she wants to tell me a joke.
Why did the banana go to the doctor?
I don't know.
Because he wasn't feeling well.
I'm feeling well. Ask her what's 0 divided by 0.
Tell me a dirty joke.
Yeah, what's 0 divided by 0?
Excuse me, waiter. This coffee tastes like mud. Yes, sir. It's fresh ground.
What's 0 divided by 0?
0 divided by 0 is undefined.
Correct. Oh, ask Siri that, though.
Ask Siri that.
It's much more fun.
She just goes crazy. But here's the cool thing. You can ask a lot of different skills. One of my favorite things to do is I say, Alexa, play Billy Joel from Pandora. And I did this right when I was taking a shower after I got back from the ship. I put this on my
Getting your Billy Joel radio station from Pandora.
I take it, I hang it right on my bathroom, This guy's pretty water resistant, that's why I use that little clip. I can put him right here. And if I like the song, I can say, Alexa, thumbs up. Thumbs up me. Sure.
Okay, rating saved.
Alexa, volume 5. So bring the volume down. But I even have this hooked up. I'll give you an idea. I want to tell you how nerdy this can go. Now, I can't demo this live, but I have it hooked up to my lights in the house. And she knows different commands. So I can say, this one drives my mom crazy. I do this one time every 2 weeks. Alexa, trigger party time.
Oh.
All the lights are going to flash different colors in the house.
Sending that to it.
So, if I go ahead and I say, I'm not going to say this because I don't want to do any more crazy stuff. I say, Alexa, pee time. It turns the lights leading to the bathroom red, very dim, so I can go take a pee, and turns them off 3 minutes later. If I say, Alexa, poo time, oh crap, no! Good, it didn't listen. If I say poo time, it turns the lights on for 10 minutes because it always takes longer to poo than to pee. But I can even ask simple things like if it's too hot, if I say, Alexa, set the temperature to 72. Yes, so this device connects to the internet in your house. So it connects to the internet in your house. You connect it through the app for the first time, and then once it's connected, it'll stay connected. But I can say, let me just set the temperature to 72 degrees.
You have to have all these
You have
nerdy things in your house.
You have to have smart gadgets to do that. Yeah, so I have a smart thermostat. The thing is, it's very difficult to buy things that aren't smart right now. But I'll go through and do that. Every morning when I wake up, if I want to make my head work a little bit, I say, play Jeopardy. You want to play? Play Jeopardy.
You don't have to say Alexa first.
I should, but it's being stupid. I'm just pressing Alexa, play Jeopardy. You don't want to play Jeopardy. She's tired of me. But you don't have to say the A word first on this one.
Please answer in the form of a question starting with phrases like, who is, or what is.
I guess we're already playing. Who is? I guess we're already playing. But it can go in. That's wrong.
No, the correct response was, what is pineapple? The next category is the 2016 Nobel Prizes.
Okay.
Physics winner F. Duncan Haldane teaches at this Ivy League school in New Jersey.
What is Princeton?
Great.
Yay!
The next category is
But I can go in, I'm not going to play all the categories now. But I can go in, I can play Jeopardy every day. I can get it to tell me my commute to work. I could say, play my morning briefing.
Please answer in the form of a
But I could say, play my morning briefing. I could say different things. And there was a big problem that happened with this. A big problem that happened recently is someone said,
Please answer in the
Okay.
form of a question
This
starting
is-
with
this is-
phrases
okay.
like who is or what
yes, she's
is.
still on Jeopardy. Quit Jeopardy.
Please answer in the form of a question starting.
Please, question.
Alexa, quit Jeopardy. Okay, I think she's quit Jeopardy. But one of the weird things that happened was you can actually order stuff from Amazon using this. And some little girl said, Alexa, order me a dollhouse and some cookies. And what do you think?
The top search result for dollhouse cookies is Odoreo 112 miniature food baking and spread making set.
I didn't know they have
kitchen
dollhouse
accessories.
cookies.
It's $6.77 total. Would you like to buy it?
And the little girl just said, no. Dollhouse cookies. But here was the greatest thing that happened. So this story happened. And the person on, I think it was CNN, was talking about this story and actually
I
said,
can't find the answer.
the little girl said, Alexa, and they said, Alexa.
I'm not quite sure.
They said the word, order a dollhouse and some cookies, and Amazon had 10,000 dollhouses ordered, and that dollhouse went out of stock instantly because they not only said that, but they said the word yes afterwards as well. That's why if you get a new Echo, it will actually be set up with a password via your voice that you have to put in, but I haven't gone ahead and set up the password on mine because it's only going to send it to one place. But you can go in, and what's really cool is, Alexa, what are your deals? There are actually different deals that come all the time just for the Echo. One of the weird ones is when they put out a new Echo product, the only way you can order the new Echo product at first is through an existing Echo product. And you're like, yeah, that's kind of cool. That's how I got this, is I had to actually ask my other Echo product to order this, and I got it 6 months before it actually came out. Yeah?
Do you find that she understands your voice?
Do I find that she understands things better than Siri? Here's the answer to the question. Siri has been around the longest in the artificial intelligence race. I remember back with when the iPhone 4 was a thing, I always showed something dumb in my math class. I showed this really dumb app called Siri. Here's the problem. Between me, you, and the lamppost, Siri has stagnated a lot recently, and there haven't been a lot of new features added to Siri as of late. Now, in the space, you have Siri, you have Alexa, and you have someone we're going to talk about in 3 days' time, which I think you're going to agree is the winner in this space, which is called the Google Home. It's Google's entry into this, which uses something called Google Assistant. Now, Siri, if you've used it before, you just kind of go, I don't want to pull your hair out of your head. And this one doesn't even have a visual screen to show you what's going on. Now, when you go to the Alexa app, it will actually show you, just to show you something really cool really quick, it will actually show you the history of everything you've already asked it. But I think here's the coolest thing about the Google one in comparison that we're going to look at. We're going to look at this on St. Martin night. The Google one is the Google one can connect to your TV screen, and you can ask it to show you something. It can turn on your TV and then show it. The problem is the Google one won't make sense until you see the Google Photos class. But if I go in here, you see the last thing that was playing was the Piano Man from Billy Joel. I can play it if I wanted to, but I can just go, I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's, I can see there's all my searches, and there's Jeopardy, and then there's the hints, and then there's the clue, and there's the party time, and there's Pandora Station, 0 divided by 0, tell me a dirty joke, tell me a joke. What I think makes this incredibly different, I'll take your question in a second, what I think makes this incredibly different, every time that the thing said, I don't know the answer to your question, it actually sends that to Amazon's engineers so they can figure out how to answer that question. Google does the same thing. Siri, it's a product. So, I mean, the thing is, what's interesting is this is being built in. It's going to be very hard. You're going to laugh, and you're going to go, huh? It's going to be very hard in about a year's time to buy a refrigerator or a microwave that doesn't have this built in. Because Amazon is now licensing this technology, and it's getting built into everything. The Alexa platform is the new Netflix. It's going to come installed on everything. Your refrigerator is going to have it. Your washing machine is going to have it. If you looked at the Consumer Electronics Show this year, every piece of tech they put out had this built in. The technology inside of here is open source. Yeah.
How about Apple? Isn't Apple in the home?
Apple's in the home business as well. Apple uses some different standards. The Amazon Echo will connect with almost anything. That's the nice thing. There's 10,000 different skills. I can have it open the door, close the door, turn on the lights, turn off the lights. This is the most connectable of them. The Apple one is the one that you all already own, and the Google one is the one that connects to a screen. Now, I have all three of them, so you don't have to. That's why I have all three of them. Some of you might have all three of them as well. And the answer is, which one's the best? They all serve different things. If I'm driving in the car, I haven't driven in 6 years, but if I'm driving in the car, let's imagine, if I'm driving in the car and someone sends me a text message and I want to respond to that text message and I have my iPhone, I only have one choice to respond to that text message, don't I? Siri.
Yeah.
Because in the state of Florida, you're not allowed to text and drive, and I'm a good boy. You know, with this, if you're sitting, you can go ahead and if you're sitting in the kitchen and you want to say, Alexa, how many cups are in a pint? Just ask something like that. Hopefully she will.
1 pint equals 2 cups.
And I can ask simple things like that. I could say, if you get on the scale in the gym and it tells you that you weigh 94 kilos, I can go, Alexa, what's 94 kilos in pounds? Come on. She takes a little bit. Good. She doesn't want to tell me how much I weigh. So she's smart. She goes, no, okay. But she goes in, I can ask all kinds of different questions. And what happens is people think that it's a suicide for me to demo these things live on ships, and I agree a lot of the time. But generally, a lot of the concept comes across, and we get the concept. So I want to wrap up what we did, and then I will let you go, and I'll take any other questions on an individual basis. So today, we talked about the Amazon app, which is just the normal Amazon app you get from the App Store, Camel, 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 and the Echo line of devices, which includes the Echo Dot, which is a little dot that's about the size of my no button, the Big Echo, which is like this big and has to plug into one of your many outlets you have in your cabin, and the Echo Tap, which is completely wireless. Now, I don't want to, it's made directly by Amazon. I don't want to tell you what the price is, because you can go on Camel, Camel, Camel and find that out yourself, but I'll tell you right now, all three of these are at the top of their price curve right now. But here's the best thing. A lot of the Amazon products are sold all over, so as weird as it sounds, a lot of you can probably get an Amazon Echo for next to free, because they sell them in Walmart, they sell them in Target, and you probably have gift cards sitting around for those places from the holiday season. Walmart, Target, Best Buy. So I like to put it like that. When they sell a product almost everywhere, you can buy it in Bed Bath & Beyond. You can use your 20% discount coupon at Bed Bath & Beyond. So I'm just telling you, they sell it almost everywhere. Tomorrow night, YouTube and Netflix. Now you might be saying, huh? Netflix, we're going to talk about how Netflix works on the Apple TV. We're going to talk about now Netflix lets you download TV shows, so you can watch them when you don't have an internet connection. It's something that Netflix probably didn't go ahead and tell you. We're going to talk about why you can only watch certain things at certain places, and none of you have ever paid for YouTube before, have you? YouTube actually has a paid tier that's very, very interesting that I want to talk about tomorrow night. And we'll get into that tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. The night after is going to be all on smartwatches, just so you know. So St. Kitts Night is going to be all on smartwatches. And on the last night we have together, which is the port night, which will be in St. Martin, we're going to look at all of the stuff that Google has put out recently. Now, I don't mean software. I don't mean the Google search. I mean actual Google products. They put out 5 Google-made, Google-branded products. Holiday time, I have all 5 of them, and I want to talk about them because I think it's very interesting, including a competitor to this, a competitor to the Apple TV, because the more you know, the better consumer you are, and that is the way I believe. And that is it for tonight. Go enjoy the show. Bye!